What's up, people? Today I will be giving you guys tips for healthier looking hair. I had a wash day and I am rocking my natural waves. It is still drying. I am getting really good at not touching my hair. So anyways, let's get started. Number 1, find a hairstylist that understands your hair type and your personal style. The reason why I think this is such a simple but important tip is because it literally changed my life. It catapulted my natural hair journey, and it also helped me feel more confident, and it helped me actually like my hair more. When I was young, I would always go into the local Asian salon that my family usually goes to, and every time I went in there, they would always tell me like, ew, your hair isn't supposed to look like this. It's so damaged. You should save up some money to straighten your hair. And it would make me feel really bad because all of my family, a lot of them has super nice hair, and back then I didn't even use any heat on my hair. I would use the same shampoo, conditioner, did everything my cousins did, and it literally never looked like their hair. But we went to the same salon, and the hairdresser would just kind of really hurt me by saying, oh, like, your hair is so messed up and it's because you're damaging it with this and that. But the reality was that I didn't do anything to it, and I just felt like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I just literally never had anyone who knew how to take care of my hair or told me how to take care of it. I would just do anything that anyone else would do for like straight hair. And I remember dyeing my hair one time, and it was so bad. I bleached it almost like a lavender pale blonde-ish color, and my hair felt like straw. It was kind of like coming out. My scalp was bleeding. It was just, it was really bad. And I finally met one hairdresser, and her name is Lana. She saw how fried my hair was, and she was like, oh gosh. And she just taught me how to nurse it back to health. She did a lot of conditioning treatments. She cut off the ends of my hair, did regular trimming with me, and she said, yeah, your hair is best if we don't bleach it. She really helped me a lot. That was the first time I ever had a relationship with a hairdresser instead of just going to random different ones. She recently did my recent color too, and because she knows my personal style, I remember going into the salon and I was like, I want short hair, just cut it all off. And trust me, I do not like short hair. I do not like it at all. It gets really puffy and big and I hate it. But I was having a little bit of a crisis moment that day, and I was telling her, cut it off. And then she told me, no, we're not gonna cut it off. That'll be too short for you. You're not gonna like it. And I'm glad that she said that, because after I left the salon, I was like, whew, thank goodness I did not cut my hair off, because I would literally be crying for months right now. So yeah, having a personal relationship with a hairdresser, building that relationship and getting to know them is really important. I also have another hairdresser, her name is Crystal. She specializes in textured hair and curly hair, and she has curly hair herself. So when I went in there, she just gave me tips on how to take care of my own hair. She told me my hair was really dry, and I think that was the most important tip that I ever gotten from anyone, because I never knew that my hair was dry. I mean, I knew it was dry, but I didn't know that you had to really get in there and condition it and add more moisture. She taught me that, and then that's when I started doing more hair masks, more hair treatments, and that's when I started seeing these come out. I didn't even know, okay? So yeah, tip number 1, finding a hairdresser that understands your hair type and your personal style is really important. Tip number 2, use pre-wash treatments. Pre-wash treatments are moisturizing your hair, getting it ready to use shampoo. So like, I know for me, shampoo really strips the moisture out of my hair, and my hair is already really naturally like so freaking dry. Once I started using pre-treatments like this one is the new one that I've gotten recently, Olaplex number 3. I leave it on overnight and then I wash it off in the morning. It is amazing. And this Goop Beauty hair serum, you might have seen this in my last video, but I use this like at nighttime when my hair is really damp. In the morning, I put this on for 15 minutes and then I go and shampoo and do my whole wash routine. These two made a really huge difference because shampoo usually strips out all the moisture in my hair, and Usually once I put the shampoo on, I feel like my hair is really dry and brittle already. But after I started using these, that brittle feeling went away and it felt like normal hair again. My third tip is to use hair mask regularly. I use these from Main Club. They're like $3 each. This one is for moisturizing. This one is for smoothing. I like to use different ones on different days. Just once a week is really good. I actually had a girl DM me and I was so proud of her because she said that she started using hair mask like I suggested, and her hair was looking so beautiful, literally even better than mine. Like, tip number 4 is to use leave-in conditioners. In my last video, if you've seen it, I am still using Olaplex number 6. It is really good and it actually lasts me quite a bit. This was my second time buying this, and I think the first one that I had lasted me up to maybe a year. So it's a really good purchase. It's expensive, but it's really worth it. I also ran out of the Marc Anthony coconut and shea moisture leave-in. I couldn't find it in the store anymore, so I am like really looking around for it. It's my favorite. It makes my hair so shiny, but I cannot find it in stores anymore. So this is my second alternative for a leave-in. I use both of these. Another leave-in hair conditioner that I just bought recently is this TGIN Green Tea Super Moist Leave-In Conditioner. My hairdresser actually recommended this for me when she used it on my hair, and it actually smelled really good. So I'm excited to try this out. I didn't use it today for this because I wanted to really experiment with my old routine and slowly add in the new products. Tip number 4 is to trim regularly. I filmed something that isn't from today, but I am going to jump right to it right now. So I don't really have split ends right now, but this part, I wonder if you can see it on camera, like maybe like that. It just looks really dry. So whenever it looks really dry like this, I just bring out the shears and I trim it section by section. So I'm just going to like put half of my hair up like that, claw clip it, and then I kind of just run my fingers through my hair to see what part feels really dry. I do this about once every 2 weeks or just whenever it feels really dry. This first layer feels good, so I don't think we have to cut anything here. Going to section again and see what should be trimmed. I think it's mostly this side, but I'm just doing this so they can be treated equally and that I don't miss anything. And this is also good. I think it might just be the top part of my hair. Ooh, okay, yeah, this is where I start feeling the dry parts that should be cut. These feel really smooth and this one just feels really rough and dry. So I'm gonna do it really little by little and kind of follow what is already there. I'm not trying to give myself a new haircut, I'm just trying to trim the little bottom part here. Let me see where you could really see it. And I just go in like that and I just cut upwards like this. Feels a lot better now, it doesn't feel rough. And that's what I usually do at home. Just go like this for every single section and it will look a lot better at the end. Let me go ahead and finish it and then show you what it looks like after. Alright, I finished trimming all of the ends of my hair and I don't know if you can see the difference, like bam, like visibly see the difference, but when I run my fingers through my hair, I can definitely feel that it's a lot softer and it doesn't feel as rough on the ends as it did before. I'm going to give you guys a closer look. So yeah, trimming the ends by myself at home saves me a trip to the salon and it helps my hair feel a lot healthier. Tip number 5 is to apply your hair products when your hair is soaking wet. The reason for this is because when your hair is really wet, your hair will absorb the products better versus if you put it on when it's dry, the products will literally just sit like right on top of your hair and it won't really do anything for you. It's also important to just style your hair when it's wet because you can see the difference here. I just re-wet this and it's already super defined versus this side where there is like literally just dry with no water, I'm going to show you guys that if I put water in this, it will start looking like this side and it will stay like that. I'm just putting water and you can already see it kind of clumping in together already and taking shape. It has most definition when it's wet, so then if you put gel on it, it will hold and this will be your style that you have. Another thing I also wanted to mention is that I feel like I'm talking about a lot of products and a lot of things to do for your hair, and honestly it could be really overwhelming if you are just getting started. I highly recommend to just do one thing, and then, you know, gradually build upon that. Tip number 6 is to use a t-shirt as a towel for your hair, because whenever I use my normal regular towel, it really makes my hair feel rough in a way. I can't explain the science behind it, but a t-shirt towel really does wonders. Tip number 7 is to avoid shampooing every day. I know that a lot of you probably already know that, but I mean, and it really depends on what your hair needs. Everybody's hair is a little bit different. So in the previous video, I told you guys that I deal with a little bit of dandruff sometimes. So there was actually a moment in like very recently where I had to shampoo my hair 3 days in a row. My hair did not love that at all. Like my scalp was happy, but my hair was so dried out. It was really bad. I noted some of the recommendations that you guys left for me, like an alternative shampoo, so I'm gonna try it out and let you know what I like. But yeah, avoid shampooing every day if you can. Hair tip number 8, and also my last hair tip, is to avoid heat. You guys probably already know this as well, but heat damage is very, very real. I'm going to show you some pictures of what my hair looks like at its best state, and then what my hair looks like when it's really, really damaged from heat. I think I'm going to challenge myself to do a heatless month because I love my blowouts. This is going to be very hard for me, and I think that I need an emotional support group. Last tip, I came back to show you guys that my hair is dry now, and I actually really like how it looks. I did do something that I didn't mention earlier to you guys, and I wanted to show you what that is. I used this L'Oreal Paris Le Color gloss. It is a one-step toning gloss, and what it basically does is boost, shine, enhances color, deeply conditions, no damage, no mix. I'm just basically reading the box now, but I did this I left this in my hair for 15 minutes today, and I think it did make my hair look a little bit shinier. Usually it looks a little bit dull, but I think it did make a huge difference. So I guess my very, very last tip is to use a toning gloss if you want to, because it makes your hair shiny, and I mean, everybody loves shiny hair. So yeah, that's one tip that I wanted to share before I left. And again, I think I'm going to go on a heatless journey for a month. So if you guys want to join me, follow me on Instagram, and I post there daily so you can kind of see some of my updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.